We can talk about this too.
That's true. We can talk about whatever we want. It's kind of powerful in a way.
We're live. Hello, and welcome to Talk Shop. Welcome back to Talk Shop. I'm your host, Reka.
I'm your other host, Jordan.
And we have an extremely special guest, the very funny, very talented Amir Khan.
Wow. Hello, it's me, and I'm Amir Khan, and I'm speaking now, and that is who I am.
Oh my God, brilliant. Amir is not only just a talented comedian, he's also a very good artist.
Holy fudge.
Amir's an incredible artist.
He's good at drawing.
Oh my God, guys. This is fucking humiliating.
If you don't mind me saying, Amir is coming to us from a completely empty house.
Wait, is this real? Amir, what? Where are you? Are you in Miami?
Yeah, my mom's in the middle of a move, so I'm in the old house to do this.
Wow. So you have a whole house to yourself for this show.
Yeah, it's going to get fucking crazy. I invited 600 people. It's going to be an absolute rager, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited for the big sort of Talk Chef rap party at Amir's old family's house.
The mid-season rap party.
Yeah, you know, the mid-season, you get episode 8 of a season, you just kind of rap party.
Check in with everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Amir. And thank you guys for putting up with 2 postponed shows. We really appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Simply the reason Reka's too successful. That's literally the reason.
Sorry. Yeah. Cher called me. That was literally the only celebrity I could think of.
Cher, and that's what I wasn't going to say because Reka asked me not to say, but Cher called Reka.
Yeah, to collaborate.
So epic.
Reka had to go to Cher's house. And
I had to go to Cher's house for 2 Tuesdays.
It was crazy. She
what were you doing?
Said, don't do Talk Chef, come to my house.
Yeah, we were collaborating. She wanted to do a new album and she wanted my fight.
That's extra funny because I think, Reka, now I'm thinking about it. In the history of our friendship, I don't know if I've ever heard you sing, but in my mind, you have the worst singing voice of anyone in the world. Is that rude?
No, that's fine. What's so funny, if I'm being totally honest, my voice was like totally fine at one point. I used to do karaoke every week with friend of the show, Matt Strickland. We went to some random bar on near the UN building in New York every week for hours. We did this. And I'm decent. I'm not like, whoa, you stop and she's good, but you're not like, whoa, please get her off.
Okay.
Or your friends are nice. All
my friends are too nice, but 2 years in a row, I got laryngitis and lost my voice completely for a few days. And I have felt my vocal cords have never fully recovered because I have a rasp sometimes. And now when I sing, it is straight up bad. It is bad. I did a singing show last week where we sang Christmas carols, but and I was like, I don't know what my range is. I'm like, Oasis, is that might be my only range? Kind of
what?
When you can talk and it's singing, I think I can do that. I think
the band Oasis that sings Wonderwall.
Yeah.
I thought you were I'm not a soprano. I'm
an Oasis.
I'm an Oasis.
Absolute comfort.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Anyway, I'm not a good singer anymore, and I was only an okay singer before, so it's just, I don't know. Yeah, Elaine, I got it. Someone was go to an ENT, and I was like, oh my God, if I got my okay singing voice back from an ENT, that would be incredible.
That'd be incredible.
And maybe it gets even better. That could be fucking
absolutely
Spider-Man vibes.
Beautiful.
Okay, really quickly, we do have to call out that Rhiannon's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday, Rhiannon. Rhiannon Amir is a big Talk Chef head. We love
the show.
Big time freak, Rhiannon.
Yeah, big time freak.
Big time freak, Rhiannon. And we love Rhiannon. And Rhiannon, thank you for being here. And happy birthday yesterday.
I specifically love Rhiannon because Rhiannon indulges me on a picture of a banana that I'll show maybe later.
And this is what's messed up. Amir will like this picture.
I know, because Amir's normal. Amir is
I'm normal and I'm regular and I'm actually average. I'm like
Exactly.
people in this chat room.
Amir, I would always describe Amir as normal.
Yeah, Amir is normal and Amir has taste. He's an artist, so okay.
Yeah.
So,
I can go ahead and give a beginning of the episode plug. If you kind of like this unhinged energy that is me and Amir and Reka, Reka and I did Amir and his friend Colby's podcast, and it is absolutely crazy.
One of the we've been doing the show over a year now, and your episode is one of the craziest episodes.
Can I say? So like sometimes I'm getting over this, but I was like, am I dumb? And when I did that episode and that moment where like maybe it only sticks out to me, where I literally was trying to just name any random person like in an improv, and I was like, and I said the name Casey, and I was like, just don't say last name. Pick any last name, Casey Smith, whatever. And I said Casey McAnthony, right?
I think you just said Casey Anthony.
Oh, I think
you said Casey McAnthony.
Yeah,
very similar to Casey Anthony, the woman that murdered her child.
Yeah, and oh my fucking God, I just told myself not to do it.
It was so crazy. But Amir, please tell us the name of your podcast and where they can find it.
You can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts. And it's called Honey Baby Sweetie Love. It's a parody of love dating shows.
We love.
It's great. It's so funny.
You know what else we love? We love Top Chef.
We love Top Chef. Let's get into it.
Let's get into a couple orders of business. You guys know this is a show for food-based charities, and we're going to do what we did last season and ramp up to the end of the season, season 5 of Top Chef, and do a big like fundraiser extravaganza. So we're going to do raffles. We're going to do auctions. I have some really cool prizes, I think. Jordan, you may have seen them rolled up on the couch yesterday when you came over.
Yeah, you told me not to sit on them.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool prize to give.
Hey, you could have something I almost sat on.
All right, freaks.
Yeah, what if it's just a blank piece of paper?
Yeah. Hey, if we raise enough money, I'll even sit on it.
Woo! For the freaks like Rhiannon.
How much money they need for you to sit on it, Jordan? Be honest. Let's hit a number so it happens.
It depends on how the night's going. If the night's going poorly, $13. If the night's going really well, $1,000.
Yeah. Incredible. Yeah. Beautiful. Just it's carrot dangling at the end of the stick for the end of this season.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that information. Second order of business is something we didn't tell you, Amir.
Yeah, Amir.
Uh-oh.
Which is just like every episode of Top Chef has a quick fire, so does every episode of Talk Chef.
That's our show.
I'm nervous. I'm scared.
No, Amir. So these are not. It's not going to be a food challenge or anything. These are all just Amir food preference related questions.
I'm scared still.
You should be maybe a little scared because
I'm terrified.
It's the fastest quick fire in all of Top Chef history. It's 45 seconds.
Holy shit, let's do it.
I know. And it's 10 questions. But just in case you're kind of going to pull that classic Amir bullshit where you're like, fuck this, fuck Jordan, fuck Reka, fuck the system. This classic kind of Amir routine you do.
I'm so punk rock.
Amir is twirling his mustache like a villain.
Yeah,
Smiley Whiplash type villain. And it is very funny.
Yeah, he's going to tie us to a train for
us.
The prizes at stake are pretty cool. So if you succeed in this quick fire, you could win a deed to the Turlato Wine Vineyard.
Ever heard of it? Amir, have you heard of that? Have you heard of it?
No.
Are you freaking serious? I never heard of that.
I mean, I love knowledge. Teach me all about it.
It is. Sorry, I was responding because Rhiannon said that they were cleaning up dinner and almost fell over. Which, again, we love this. So the Turlato Wine sponsored Top Chef season 6 through 100. They're a wine company that most people have never heard of, but seem to only exist on the show Top Chef. And the person that owns them is I don't even. It's like a wine vineyard that is it a wine vineyard? Or is it just kind of like a factory? Is the Trader Joe's $2 truck? Does that come from a vineyard or does that come from like a man's house. I don't know.
No, there's no way to know. Reka has named the owner of the Terlato Vineyard Danny Tortellini Terlato.
Is Tortellini like a fun nickname for what he does? Like, oh, that's Tortellini boy, or is that his birth middle name?
I imagined that was his. I mean, I think both, but I
think
imagine
it's both.
It's his Christian name.
Yeah, it's his confirmation name.
It's his confirmation name.
I got to before we go forward, I got to know, is this a Christian show?
Hey.
Top Chef? Yes. Top Chef secular.
Top Chef is secular. Yeah, this show is
from two noted Christians, Jordan and myself.
Yeah. Reka and I this year plan to put the Grinch back in Christmas. And
we want to put the Grinch back in Christmas. We're mad about the war on Grinch. Yes, all of that. So you can win a seed to this vineyard that's located God knows where.
Absolutely. That's exciting.
And there's a second prize. The second prize is your own suite of broken GE appliances, just like you see on Top Chef.
They don't work. They don't work.
We're talking about an oven that doesn't get up to temperature, a fryer that doesn't get up to temperature, or a refrigerator door that doesn't stay shut. We love that. We love it. We love it. So that's what's at stake for you, Amir. Are you ready? Jordan, are you good to time?
Absolutely.
So I have to, before we start, I have to answer 10 questions in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And the question is there a right or wrong?
Yeah. These are all Amir preference questions. It's not like,
okay.
Yeah. And Amir, I want to free you from this. You're not going to do it. Like, me knowing you personally, I don't think you will do it. So don't even worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can take 45 seconds on the first question if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly. It's whatever you want. But timer will start after I finish question 1.
I just think Amir is going to have so many thoughts and be so stimulated by the questions that he won't finish.
Yeah, Amir does tend to get too stimulated by questions.
Okay, Amir does have a lot of thoughts. I don't know.
No, he does. I agree.
You guys are saying it like I don't have thoughts.
No, what's cool about Amir is thoughts happen to him.
Yeah, it's fine. They go in and out.
I'm vamping because I'm trying to find the clock app on my phone. I'm trying to do this for Okay. All right.
Okay. Are you ready, Amir?
Let's freaking go.
Okay. Favorite item in your pantry?
Well, I'm not at my house right now. I'm actually in an empty house. And if you were to go into that pantry right now, I'll tell you what's in there. And it's absolutely nothing. There's just nothing in this house. Okay. So, that's actually untrue. I do have some fruits that I brought over from the new house. But they're not in the pantry, in the refrigerator, but I'll say what they are anyways. I got like a melon bowl of melons from the Publix. And then I got a banana. No, I almost brought a banana, but I picked an apple instead. There's a lot of these because I like these. Let's get this as a sponsor of the show. If you can sponsor the show, with this, what is it? Strawberry cucumber seltzer water. I mean, that would be incredible for you guys. All right, what's the next question?
Is canned food only for housewives?
Yeah, it really is.
All right, fine. Amir, that was incredible. You answered all 10 questions.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
I'm in this house alone, but I'm scared to make noise. I'm like, yes, instead of just actually screaming.
You did it. That was incredible. Thank you so much, Amir. Out of curiosity, do you have a favorite fruit?
Watermelon, probably. I love watermelon. It's the most refreshing fruit.
That's from left field because that's a fruit that takes like dedication. There's a lot of work involved.
It's very meditative, chopping open and carving up the watermelon.
Oh, sure. I get that. I'm shocked because, Amir and I are both grew up in Florida and it's not a Florida fruit.
They have them here.
Okay. Yeah, they have. It's not a Florida fruit.
Hey, Amir, do you like oranges?
Fine, yeah, I like oranges and key limes.
Thank you. Key limes. That's what I was looking for. Key limes. My guy.
And Cuban food.
Yeah, my favorite fruit is Cuban food. That is my answer.
Incredible. Okay, so Amir, before we started, you said that you had tried to watch Top Chef before, but could never make it through.
Correct. And it's pretty early on when I realized this isn't a show for me. So what happens is You guys started this show after I tried watching it like 2 or 3 times, like the actual show 2 or 3 times, because I like competitive reality shows and stuff. So I was like, this would be a good one to get into. And then you guys started this one, and I was like, I should try to watch. This is like an extra push to watch Top Chef. So I
That's
tried
so
again
sweet of you. Thank
semi
you.
recently. And then I stopped almost immediately when I realized, oh, this is a season long. It's not like different episodes, it's a different group of people.
Oh my God, you thought this was like a Chopped where it's like the same for different people every,
The twist
I
is,
don't like that show.
the huge twist for me is that they live together, where that is where I was like, is there going to be hooking up in the show? It makes the show so uncomfortable for me. So maybe there has been, I don't know, but I've pulled out before I find out if there's intercourse.
There has only once been a hookup on the show, like while it was filming. And
there's like 19 seasons of the show, 18 or 19 seasons of the show.
And this is the season where it happens.
Okay.
It
has
might
it happened yet?
be the next episode.
Oh, is it the obvious one after watching this episode? That's like, okay.
Carvajal and Padma?
Yeah, Padma and me.
My Top Chef fan fiction that I write.
Yeah, exactly. Incredible. Yeah, so we're so glad you pulled through for us on this one. Truly, you're the first person that's like ever been in between, like having never seen it and like having been a fan that we've ever had, I think.
Yeah, I think
maybe actively just doesn't really.
Yeah, I think it's the first person we've ever had who's been like, I don't like the show.
I don't dislike it. I just can't, it doesn't connect in my brain where it's like, this is something I should stay watching.
Sure. I get you.
I guess that means I don't like it.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair to say, and that's okay. But we're glad we made you watch it. So moving on, we start with a little quick fire to make the quickest dish possible with just pantry staples, not fresh ingredients. And they're like, we have hung the winner of season 3 here, who has widely been known as like the fastest Top Chef in Top Chef history. I think even still to this day, he's just a madman with like breaking down a chicken in 10 seconds kind of thing. So they're only getting 15 minutes to make whatever this dish is, which spooks our little chefs to death because they're all like, I've never touched a can. Radhika says something truly perplexing. She's like, canned food is like what a housewife with very little time would use. And I was like, what?
I'm like, have you, I mean, and I know Reka and I, and feel free to drop in the comments how you feel about this, but I know Reka and I are very pro canned bean. We are 2 canned bean queens and we love them, but chefs are really rude about it.
They really are like fresh beans. I'm like, where the fuck am I getting fresh beans? The beans I buy in the store in a bag are probably old as shit and take 9 hours to make when I could just have good canned bean that's 99 cents and tastes better to me.
Yes, that's my question. Where do I find the time to cook a canned bean?
Exactly. Housewife with very little time.
That's me.
That's me.
And me as well.
Yeah.
So, okay, chefs. So everybody makes their little plates, and here's what we got. Sorry, I took pictures of it today. We got Leah, who made waffles with strawberry and sausage. Now, Amir, we normally do like a thumbs up, thumbs down based on truly whatever criteria makes sense to you. It could be, this sounds good to me, I would eat this. It could be, this sounds like a Top Chef dish, whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm going to give this, I think, a thumbs down. Even though I love breakfast and love waffles. Waffles with strawberries and sausage. I think this is not creative.
No, not at all. This feels like what you would get at a Holiday Inn Express breakfast buffet pre-COVID.
And you know what? I bet there at least you could get the waffle machine and you get to have fun making the waffle yourself.
You're right.
One time I went to a Holiday Inn Express and the waffle machine was shaped like Texas because I was.
That's awesome. Were you in Texas?
Wouldn't it be fucking crazy if I wasn't?
You were in New Jersey?
Yeah.
I think we hated ourselves.
I love it.
Okay, Stefan made baked bean and spam soup with a grilled cheese and spam sandwich. And the cheese in the sandwich was Velveeta. I would try it. I really hate Velveeta, which is fucked up with me, but I would try it.
Reka is being absolutely stupid right now. Velveeta for me, 10 out of 10.
Okay, go off, Amir. What's up?
Spam. I don't eat ham, so I just kidding.
Oh, so
well, neither do we.
I'm
you're all veg, right?
vegetarian and also eat mostly vegan. the show would be incomprehensible for me. So you can still say no because it could sound like shit to you, but you can also have like a pretend version of yourself that's like, sure, I'll try it.
Okay, let me get someone who doesn't have a 10-year-old's palate.
Okay, good. Okay, Fabio made mac and cheese with roasted artichoke and chili pepper. This is where I'm gonna get loosey-goosey with my criteria. I think that that's not creative because he did use Easy Mac, and I don't think that this involves a ton. But that is like, I would just make like Easy Mac and put some vegetables and like crushed red pepper in it.
I just don't think Easy Mac is a pantry staple when it comes to cooking. I think it's an item you have in your pantry that is its own dish.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a top chef ingredient when they say pantry staple. So I think it's skirting the rules a little bit. And like, you have pasta, you have Velveeta, make your own mac and cheese.
That's true. That's true. Or turn the powder into something else. That could have been cool.
Yes.
Like, ice cream.
Ice cream. I was going to say aioli, but honestly, ice cream would be good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Kraft ice cream. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. They were giving it out from that ice cream truck for a while.
Did you try it?
I didn't. It was in New York and I was living here at that point in time, but I heard it was actually good.
Yeah, and I didn't try it either, but because it fucked over my brain. Didn't make sense to me. But
I'll admit, I'll be a little bit of a bitch and I'll be like, I can't. Sad. I can't. I'm sorry.
Oh, she can't.
Radhika made a spicy red bean dip with grilled bread.
Say that again.
A spicy red bean dip with grilled bread. See, I think this sounds good, but I didn't think she really did anything.
I don't think almost anyone did anything, but to me at least, I'm assuming she flavored it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is kind of a weird one because it's a little hard to tell. Like I don't know if that was just like straight up like a can of beans or if that was like a like soup. Like I don't know what.
Yeah. If it was like Hormel chili, she like picked the beef out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Hosea made sweet pea soup with Spam, onion rings, pork rinds, and hearts of palm. I would try this.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I love hearts of palm.
Go off. Is it the Spam?
No, that just sounds so hearty that I feel like I would feel so sick after one bowl.
Sounds kind of chaotic and really salty. But I would try a bite. Okay, Jeff made deep fried baby conch, coconut sauce, and a pina colada. I think this sounded good. Yeah, go off, Jordan.
I love conch. I've so many times seen pina colada used with food, including the pina colada sauce that the coconut shrimp at Red Lobster come with. Not to show my cards. But I don't like it. I'm like, just call it like a citrus coconut sauce. Don't call it a pina colada sauce. I've never eaten a pina colada and been like, I wish this was dinner.
No, he served it with a pina colada.
Oh, I misunderstood.
It was a coconut sauce and a full fucking pina colada.
I don't like that either because I don't want a coconut sauce and a pina colada. So I'm still standing by what I said.
I also, anytime someone makes a drink on this show, it always tastes bad.
Yes, absolutely. There's been like maybe one time people were like, this is fine, but the rest of it has been awful.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
You've probably talked about on the show before, but what is like the one ingredient that if it's in anything, it ruins the entire meal for you?
Diced tomato that isn't peeled.
Interesting.
I don't eat tomato skins. It's like a weird, there's very few things I don't eat minus red meat, but it's the one thing that freaks me out. So if something has like diced tomato, it really upsets me.
Yeah, mine is coconut because you just said the coconut is just like if I have coconut in anything, I'm just like I don't want that at all whatsoever.
Yeah. So wait, does that include coconut milk or
Correct.
coconut flakes? So any kind of coconut, anything?
Anything.
Wow.
And it's in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's one of those things too that it sounds good, so I try it all the time. I'm just like, I don't like this. Why do I keep doing this?
Honestly, something like a super artificial, like a Velveeta, is like a no-go for me. I like can't.
Can you do the powder?
I used to eat like a Kraft mac and cheese. I don't mind that.
Reagan needs to leave Velveeta alone. I'm gonna get Velveeta to sponsor my half of this show.
Your background's gonna be Velveeta.
Yeah. Velveeta is delicious. You don't like a Rotel Velveeta queso dip?
Here's the thing. As I have ever since college, I strongly associate, and I know Jordan, this is so different than how you
I'm about to get mad.
I associate the thing I eat with how I feel after.
Oh, you think you're so much better than me. No, because everything I eat makes me sick.
If I eat Velveeta, all I am thinking about is diarrhea. That's it.
Reka thinks this is so rude to bring this onto camera, Reka, because we can settle this at home. Reka thinks she's better than me because Reka will be like, oh, that doesn't make me feel good, so I don't eat that. And I'm like, okay, well, I eat 600 cloves of garlic a day and constantly have to go to the hospital. That doesn't make you better than me. That doesn't make you smarter than me.
Jordan is very open with the fact that they have consistent, chronic, habitual diarrhea.
I have violent IBS. I won't do anything to rectify it. Well, because this is what happened. I got so sick in college, and I was like, okay, we gotta figure this out. We gotta fix it. So I saw a gastroenterologist. He did a colonoscopy. He's like, I don't know. You just have IBS and you're really sick, and you could do the low FODMAP diet. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And maybe one day I'll do it. But for now, and I think I'm pretty good about it. I don't affect anyone with the way I live my life. I don't slow anybody down. I'm just doing me. And the way I live is bad, but what am I supposed to do?
I'll say your sensitivities are stuff that if I had those same sensitivities, I would also just choose to have diarrhea because I love onions and garlic. Velveeta is not something that comes up for me. And it's not something I have to be like, fuck.
Can you do cheese whiz? Because I know you're a Pennsylvania person.
No, Amir, I gotta say anything that's weird with cheese, I like not cheese. My friend for my 9th birthday, which was my first birthday that when I moved to Philly.
Thanks for the invite.
Gave me whiz. Yeah, I didn't really like you at the time. Gave me whiz, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And I was like, "What the absolute fuck is this?" I could not deal. My family, my sibling used to order cheeseless pizza when we were younger, and I got used to. I love cheese, but I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't really need cheese." I'm really alienating myself from the group. I love cheese, but just whiz, I don't want an easy cheese, the one in the can that you spread. I don't even really eat mayo. No, that's not cheese, but it's I know, but I love.
Why are you even bringing it up they're the same?
I know. It's just I'm talking about things people that are they're all in this creamy.
I'm causing a lot of chaos. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm making you guys fight a lot today.
Creamy is the best. Nothing is better.
I love creamy.
Better than creamy.
I love creamy. It's just certain little things. It's little things. It's just.
Listen, I'm not supposed to eat any foods. I'm not supposed to have onion, garlic, nightshades, gluten, dairy. I'm not supposed to eat anything. So I'm what do I do? Just suck on a boiled potato until I die? I'd rather just die now.
I don't want that for you either. As I said, if I were you, I would also just continue to eat all of these things. But my food preferences are not the things that I don't like are not things that I need to eat. If it's a vegetable, even zucchini, I don't give a fuck about zucchini, but if it's in something, I'll still eat it. I'm just kind of
oh yeah. I feel that's one of your most shocking opinions because Reka loves fruits and vegetables. I mean, as do I about vegetables, but Reka doesn't really like zucchini.
Interesting. It's the most flavorless.
If it's prepared well, go for it. I just think most of the time when it is available to me, it is not prepared in any way.
Honestly, that's kind of how I feel about cauliflower. I think
people fuck up cauliflower constantly.
Yeah, barring
Indian omnivore wants to tell me where there's good cauliflower. Yeah. I am so fucking serious. 95% of the time, they have been wrong. I go and try the cauliflower. I'm like, this tastes fine. I think you don't eat vegetables, so you don't know that there's actually a lot of shit that's better than this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am sweating.
Yeah. I think Indian food does cauliflower so well, and no one else No one else does. It's like everywhere just wants to be like, we have buffalo cauliflower, and I'm like,
it tastes bad. It just tastes like vinegar, and I like vinegar, but I'll just eat vinegar.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, Reika and I are back on the same team now.
Yeah, you really
This is one of our
sure.
most chaotic episodes.
I'm literally sweating. Okay.
Okay.
So Jamie made bruschetta with garbanzo beans, artichoke, and smoked mussels. I don't think Jamie did very much for this.
I don't think Jamie did anything. And also, I'm not, Rick and I were just talking about this, but I think most people that choose to use smoke in food outside of barbecue do it pretty poorly. It's like extremely overpowering. And I think most people don't do it well.
Like smoked what, for example?
I mean, even sometimes smoked salmon,
Okay.
I think is too much. Or like Rika and I had a smoked cucumber and tomato salad at a restaurant. It was good, but I was like, this is all, I mean, but Rika, you have to admit, it was all smoke.
I didn't interpret it as all smoke.
Rika loves to smoke, baby.
Yeah.
I'm always blazing the fuck up.
Okay, Rika and I are fighting again. It tasted like just smoke, but it was good. I liked it. It was like salty and crunchy and juicy, but it was just like, I don't know, just like smoked stuff sometimes just tastes too much like somebody put a cigarette out on it.
Okay, I get it. Right when you said that, I totally understood exactly what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah.
It does taste like cigarette. Yep. Sorry, I'm derailing too much.
No, perfect. I'll use that more kind of stuff like that to. Okay. Oh wait, a word from our sponsors. Aha Seltzer.
Aha. I thought you were like a weird Gatorade soda because it had like the Gatorade colors before.
No, it's just water.
Okay. Ariane made an open-faced turkey spam sandwich with gravy and a cranberry pineapple chutney. I have a feeling this is incredibly soggy. And I don't know if I mind that. I'm just putting that out there.
That's why I gave the thumbs down. It felt like it's soppy.
It looks
fine. You've both decided to change.
Picture. I'm like, you can't pick this up.
Okay. I changed my vote.
Okay, Carla made Asian salmon cake with fried green beans and lemongrass ginger mayo. I'll eat that. I think that sounds good.
That sounds good. You know, it's the classic, you know, and you hate to see it from Carla. It's the classic Asian problem, but.
Hey, Top Chef has an Asian problem. Too many. Just kidding.
No. The problem is that they're constantly, always for the first, like, I would say 15 seasons of Top Chef, they'll just be like, Asian dumpling, Asian soup. And we're like,
anything that has sauce in it, they call Asian. Like, they mean, I think, Chinese.
I would say, I agree. I think 90% of the time they do mean Chinese, and occasionally they mean Thai.
Yes, and they just say Asian, and it's so weird. And the absolute weirdest fucking use of it was in season 1. Someone made an Asian pillow, and it was like a little like soft, like maybe like jasmine infused like tea, like cake or something. I was like, what the fuck is that? Just call it like jasmine cake or something,
or just call it a pillow. Why do you call it the Asian pillow?
Yeah.
Pillow.
Gross, deeply gross.
And it was what's his name, the
Miguel.
Casey Masterpiece guy,
Miguel.
He always was like, was this season sponsored by Casey Masterpiece? He was always talking. So funny. Okay, that was our quick fire. Great. So on the bottom, we had Leah, Radhika, and Jamie. On top, we had Hosea, Stefan, and Jeff. The winner was Stefan. So he gets immunity in the elimination, which is important to remember because the elimination challenge was a group challenge, and he should not get to say anything. If you're in a group with him, he doesn't have anything to lose. So if he's steering the team, that's fucking stupid, which does end up happening. So the elimination challenge was to create a simple lunch for the farmers at Blue Hill Stone Barn using ingredients that grew at the Blue Hill farm. And it was a group challenge, and they divided into team pork, team lamb, and team chicken. I love a little farm challenge. Like, it was so funny. They were like, okay, we have to cook simple food. So no Indian food, no Italian food. I'm like, what?
Absolutely crazy.
What do you mean? What? I think any cuisine has a simple dish.
Absolutely.
Just a sort of crazy off the bat thing.
What year was this season out?
I want to guess 2010 or 9 or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
The first season of Top Chef was 2006, and this is season 5, so maybe like 2011 or something.
Interesting. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
and yeah, Elaine bringing up an excellent point. So Stefan is disgusting, and everybody knows he's disgusting. He's the bald guy, and he has a very weird thing where he hits on lesbians on the show. He probably is very weird to any woman on the show, but the stuff that makes it to camera is him flirting aggressively with queer women. And so he'll always be like, oh, Jamie's so angry. It's so cute. Oh, it drives me crazy. I love it. I'm like, you are so disgusting. Be professional. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So he's disgusting and we hate him. That's kind of cool. Whoa, Rhiannon. Sorry, a little sidebar. Rhiannon was just asking about like good Indian food near Grand Rapids, Michigan, a place that I have actually been and have family in, so I could literally ask.
Oh, that's perfect.
My understanding is that the answer might be none. There's one there's one like a grocery store that has a sign that says like best samosas in Grand Rapids or like best samosas in Michigan or something. And they won that award in 2006. And you go in and there's a little like almost like what would be a newspaper stand in a bodega in New York. And it says samosa and there's nothing there. And one of my family members has been there multiple times to be like, maybe I just keep missing the samosas. They're just never there. They're lying. They don't have samosas.
They make it seem like they're hot off the press, like everyone's getting them. They just don't exist.
And they have this sign that says best samosas. I'm like, I guess I can't argue. I've never had them. Absolutely incredible. So that was just a fun sidebar. Okay. I hop to the things that they made. Team Lamb made roasted lamb loin and roasted roulade of lamb leg. It sounds fine to me. This is one of the things that they made. It sounds fine, but I know they had the whole backstory of like beating the shit out of the lamb and fucking up the roulade and like not.
What? Sorry, when somebody just says roulade, what are they talking about? Because to me, that's a technique and not an item. But so I don't understand.
Oh, roulade of lamb leg.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. It sounds fine. It is interesting when they're like, keep it simple. I'm like, is that simple? I don't know.
Yeah.
They also made rosemary and garlic roasted potatoes. Simple. Sure, I'll eat that. And an heirloom tomato salad. Very, very simple.
Yeah.
It's the brief. Team Pork made a sausage and zucchini and eggplant ravioli with pesto. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they were like, too much pesto, I was like, shut up.
No, yeah.
There's no such thing.
Yeah.
I bought so many herbs this weekend, and each time I look at them, I'm like, I could eat the entire bunch of this now.
Just by hand, yeah.
Yes. That looked great. What was the other thing? Oh, fried green tomatoes with tomato jam. That sounds good.
Yum.
And then seared pork loin and grilled corn salad with bacon. That sounds good. Sure.
I think this sounds a little basic to me.
Sure. Pig with pig.
It's just a little generic. Yeah, it's kind of like classic Top Chef pork guy that we all think about of being like, you know, Amir, that's the thing. There's always at least one, almost always there's one guy on the season that's a guy with a beard and he won't stop talking about how much he loves pork. He has a tattoo of a pig.
Is it like pork belly and shit?
Yes, every dish he makes uses like 5 kinds of pork on it. Ironically, they almost always mess up pork immediately on the show and then have to like get redemption.
And then they invent a redemption arc for themselves. They're like, I have to show Tom I'm pork guy.
Yes, absolutely. It's very stupid. Very stupid.
So funny. Okay, so then that's Team Pork. Then Team Chicken, hashtag Team Chicken, chicken cutlet with Mizuna, corn, onion, and tomato salad.
I like Mizuna.
I don't know if I know what Mizuna is.
It's like to my knowledge, if I'm not wrong, a type of green.
Oh, yeah, it looks like arugula or something.
Yeah, it's like kind of peppery. I like it. I've had it a few times for my CSA and it's been good.
Okay, I'll eat it.
Okay,
I'll eat it. Team Chicken made lemon herb roasted chicken with a tomato salad. Sounds harmless. Sure, let's go. And then they made lemon herb. Wow, that's the same thing. Okay. Oh, they made a chicken ravioli soup as well. This was the thing Stefan was really adamant about, even though it was like a hot day outside and he has immunity and shouldn't get to literally say anything. But it seemed like people liked it. I would eat that.
Sure.
Now let's get to desserts. Okay. So Team Chicken made nectarine and strawberry tartlet with thyme, cream, and lemon zest. Yeah.
This sounds great.
I'm sorry, you put an herb in my dessert? Yes. Okay. Team Pork made a vanilla and lavender scented creme brulee. If this were, here's the thing, if someone ordered it at a table, I would try it. If this was a 3-item dessert menu, I would not order this because I would not trust them to be delicate with the lavender. And it is interesting that it was covered with berries and mint and lavender. It just doesn't sound like it goes together.
Yeah, I don't like lavender in food, to be honest.
I don't mind it. Like a lavender lemon cookie is really good to me. Jessica Ross, shout out, makes really excellent lavender lemon cookies, but I don't trust Jeff. Team Lamb made a summer berry trifle with vanilla cream. Now, I would eat this. Does it also look like something you find at like a 4th of July barbecue? Correct.
Boring.
That doesn't mean it's bad though.
That doesn't mean it's bad. It is just, oh, you're professional chefs. But every time a professional chef on this show has to make a dessert, they act like they are being asked to create the statue of David. And they're like, I don't know how. This isn't what I'm trained to do. I use salt. This is sugar. Yeah. So those were our desserts. On top, we get Team Chicken, Jamie, Carla, and Stefan, and they're all rolled the winner. On bottom was everybody else. And this is where we get a little drama. Okay. So the drama being that Team Lamb gets called out for kind of their lamb, like butchering the shit out of their lamb, like improperly cutting it and not tying it correctly for a roast. And in the kitchen, Ariane was breaking down all of the lamb shit. So that meant that Leah and Hosea were working on basically the sides. And Ariane was like, I don't know how to tie this roast. And Leah is, I'm not a fan. She is so lethargic. She's like Daria in the kitchen or something.
Yes, absolutely.
Making her be there. And it's like, she's just such an attitude about doing anything she like in the slightest doesn't feel like doing. And so she's like, I guess I'll just tie this for you. And so she ends up tying them. But she's like, I didn't get to do it for as precise as I wanted. And then at judges table, they call out the team and they're like, Leah, it doesn't seem like you did very much. And Ariane was doing the lamb all by herself, but why didn't you say something, Ariane? Why did you take on this thing you didn't know how to do? I will also say Hosea did potatoes and green beans. It doesn't sound like he did very much either, but nobody said that to him. So there's kind of flack where like Hosea and Leah really kind of band together and they're like, well, Ariane had the lamb, and they're like whispering and kikiing in the stew room as well. And you do kind of feel bad for Ariane. And then Toby discussed the British judge. Who's disgusting. He says some fucking comment. It's either about Team Pork or Team Lamb, where he's like, it was about Team Pork. He's like, I want to like fuck my pork, you know?
I want to fuck that pig.
Like,
yeah,
if that pig's in front of me, I go raw dog.
He's so awful. I hate him.
Yeah, he's trying.
I wish he was on the show right now so I could tell him that.
Absolutely. He's like trying to build a half hour on this show.
Yeah.
Is he like the bad boy?
He he's like supposed to be like pithy British judge. He's only here for this season. Spoiler or not spoiler. You should know. You should know.
Huge relief alert.
Pain will be relieved.
Yeah.
Such a swing and a miss for the show because he's so hammy and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this whole judges table was a little uncomfortable and weird. And in the end, Ariane goes home. Bummer.
Sad, but it's time.
Sure.
Does she fuck it up a lot?
She's
just not
as experienced as everyone else.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would have been perfectly fine if Leah went home. Or
absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought Leah was gonna go home.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I think it was stupid. I mean, I don't know anything beyond the season besides the one episode I saw where I was just like, what was the name of the person who got eliminated? Sorry. Ariane. I was like, she fucked it up, sure, but come on, man.
You didn't think she should have to go home?
I thought she should be like second to last if you're ranking everybody on the episode, second to last, and Leah should have been last. Besides the Stefan guy, but he has eliminated.
I think Leah should be sent home just on attitude.
It's just like, yeah, because it's like tough. The show does not purport to care about your personality at all, but I do think if you're a top chef is an invented term, but I'm like, a top chef to me is someone who, I'm imagining the American flag like dropping down behind me, is someone who like wants to lead and like cares a lot and is excited by new challenges. And like Leah isn't any of those things on this season, nor are a lot of people on this season are not. But she just sticks out.
This jumper.
Anyway, yes. So what do we think? Do we like the episode? Do we hate?
It was fine.
Yeah.
It's my new favorite show. I'm gonna fucking watch the rest of this shit
Amir
forever.
is going to burn his Hulu after this.
No, I didn't hate it at all. It was like it was fun to just hop into the middle as opposed to like having the back. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about all that. So it was nice to just hop into the middle. And I will say, it was a lot of food that I'm like, this feels like the foods that were like in years ago, like the trendy foods.
Well, it's funny. You can really see the time capsule of like that kind of thing where they go like, you're gonna cook with something absolutely fucked. It's octopus, and it's like, you can really. It's weird to almost like fashion. You kind of notice like dated things like that. Like there's this crazy new thing called a cronut, and you're like, yeah. So I thought this episode was fine. Dan Barber, fun fact for any College Humor fans in the audience who liked Gods of Food, the show I made for Dropout. Dan Barber has an episode of Chef's Table. What the fuck, Amir? Amir, also, you should know, worked at College Humor.
Yes.
Office. So kind of.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that is so funny. You're wearing a Dropout hoodie. Very funny. But for Gods of Food, I watched a lot of Chef's Table, and Dan Barber, the guy who owns Blue Hill at Stone Barn, has an episode. And in that episode, I was like, this man is crazy. He has this whole anecdote that I definitely used for Don Finelli's character. That was like, my sous chef came back and he brought asparagus and from the farmer's market, and I had already gotten asparagus. So I fucking yelled at him for a few hours and just kind of broke his ass because now we had way too much asparagus. And then I thought, wait a minute, what if I do an all asparagus menu? And it was a huge success. Like, sorry, how much did you? He's like, I was gonna fire him. I was so fucking mad. I was screaming. Yeah, Dan screams. He gets mad about the asparagus. Just unhinged.
Kind of how you were when Jordan signed on a little bit late, right? When she signed on, you were screaming at her, just like not nice. Completely
I'm the Dan Barber of the kitchen.
Reka is so mean to me. Nobody believes me when I say it, but Reka is so mean to me.
Is that why it's recorded in two different locations? Because Reka might hit you if you're in the same room.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're not together.
It was definitely like in case I was gonna hit. Incredible. Well, Amir, are you a cook? Do you like cooking?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't hate. I'm not someone who's like I fucking hate cooking, but
Yeah.
I prefer not to, and I feel like I fuck up my food a lot, where I feel like I wasted money.
Okay, well, if in an ideal world, pretend you have all the cooking experience you
Holy
need.
shit! Okay.
If you had this challenge, and let's say you were on any of these teams, team chicken, team pork, team lamb, whatever you want, what is a dish you would have made or would have wanted to eat?
Tell you what, I every time I see lamb, I'm just like, that shit looks good as fuck. And it's not something I eat a lot,
Yeah.
but when I do eat it, I'm just like, that's pretty good. So I definitely want to be on that team. Now, do I know what I would make? Do I know a lot of dishes off the top of my head? Absolutely not. I'm dumb and I eat food like a little kid. I have a bad palate.
Microwaved lamb.
Like, I don't know, fucking halal has lamb. And I'm like, oh, I'll do that. Halal part. A lamb leg or some shit. Is that a thing? I feel like I've seen that before.
A
And it looks
lamb leg
good.
is
Sure.
absolutely.
There you go.
Oh my God, Elaine.
I need to see a picture of a banana.
Yes. Okay. So just for backstory for anybody, I like bananas. I keep them around for however long I want to, and I throw them into my banana bread if they look disgusting. That's me. That's sort of all there is to know about me. So I have this picture of a banana that I took that Jordan, I guess it's unclear what Jordan's opinion is, but it seems like they don't really like it, but whatever.
Log off.
That rocks. I love that. It looks like a dog turd.
Right? I think it's good.
That's
and
cool.
I just ate this with a little spoon and it was nice.
Oh, you ate it. That's interesting.
What did you think I did with this? Throw it out?
No, I thought maybe you put it in something or you froze it.
So yeah, I normally, so this slid out of the peel, and normally I will kind of put something like that into banana bread, but this still was like clean. It wasn't like, sometimes when it slides out of the peel, it's like, it is like dark brown itself, not just the peel.
I gotta go, guys.
No, you don't.
I gotta go pick up dinner for me and my parents, okay?
No, you don't. This tasted good. It's nice and sweet. You can eat it with a spoon. Someone, Amir, you should know, won this as a raffle item last season. They won a picture of this.
Wow. Right before NFTs came out. Wow, you could have been a Julianaire.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Should this be an NFT?
Before NFTs.
Oh my God. Non-foodable token.
Non-food.
Edible.
Non-food token. Inedible token. Only I would eat it.
Wow, absolutely disgusting. Well, on that note, thank you everyone for watching the show.
Thank you so much. And Amir, if people want to hear more from you, where can they find you? Tell us all your plugs.
Sure. All my social media is Amir Khan Stuff, my name and then stuff. And then I have a podcast called Honey Baby Sweetie Love with Colby Smith. And we had Jordan and Rick on, as we said. And it's really fun and it's fake dating stuff. It's fun, improvised bullshit.
Wow, Amir, honey, sweetie, baby love. Honey, sweetie, baby love you. How about that?
Well, that's lovely, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us, Amir.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, please check out all of Amir's stuff. He's an incredible illustrator and artist and just so funny. And tune in next week, guys.
Rika!
What?
We almost forgot something. That we've literally never forgotten before.
Amir,
I'm fucking scared.
Sorry, psychically, Amir, one of Bravo's television producers is hitting me over the head for forgetting to tell you this. This is like the Oscars where Warren Beatty fucked up. This is really bad, Amir. This is really bad of me. I'm Warren Beatty right now, and Jordan is Warren Beatty. We're both Warren Beatty. Because a Bravo producer told me this, and I totally forgot to tell you, but you are Top Chef.
Fucking good.
You see, a lot of people don't know this, Amir. A lot of people don't know this, but to be Top Chef, you can either compete on the show Top Chef, or you can be on Reka and I's live stream YouTube podcast for charity.
That's awesome. So whoever's on next week,
will tell you you are Top Chef.
Whoever's on next week, do they take my title?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Yes, but if you
don't know yet,
then you get it back. You just have to keep coming up.
Yeah, whoever it is, you have to physically fight them.
I will. Jordan has to go pick up hot dogs. I feel bad.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get a bunch of hot dogs.
Thank you guys so much. We're sorry we forgot to announce Top Chef. Imagine if Padma Lakshmi did that in the final episode. Top Chef. Bye.